Hello and welcome to a very special episode of HauntsRUs. I'm your host Cheeb, and I'm haunted on Maine. Joining me today,
I'm Thotty, and I'm just haunted, you know.
You're just haunted. We got a real special episode for you guys tonight, because Thotty is gonna talk about the super fucking haunted house that she used to live in.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. That shit was kind of crazy. At the time I was like, "Oh, no, I'm just crazy. It's fine. It's okay. I just need to take crazy pills." And then now that I'm older, I'm like, "Oh shit. That shit don't make no motherfucking sense. What even happened?" But yeah, I used to live in a haunted house, and I mean, I'm assuming that it was haunted, you know, grain of salt. All of these things could have been explained by something else, but it felt extremely haunted. It was also on the property of a very famous murder, very famous series of murders, which also leads me to believe there was something there, you know?
Yeah, I think that leaves behind a lot of bad energy.
Yeah, at the very least.
Can you elaborate on, like, the crimes and murders that happen in, like, the properties?
Yeah. I'll give you the gist, because we're not true crime. But I used to live on the property of a famous murder called the Wineville Chicken Coop Murders, or the Wineville Chicken Murders, apparently, as it's called. I've never heard of. It was a series of abductions and murders of young boys that happened in now Eastvale is what it's called. At the time, I think it was just Wineville. But after all these murders happened, they changed the name to Eastvale.
What? You can't?
It was such a big thing.
You can't just change the name of the town? Yeah, they didn't want to do it.
No, they changed the name. Like, they did what Milwaukee should have done a long time ago.
What? They haven't changed the name of my town, and supposedly we have, like, the most crime per capita.
Yeah, but that's just, like, regular crime, not
famous
murders.
It's just regular crime that happens in my town.
Yeah.
All you have to have is...
It's just regular old run-of-the-mill.
All you gotta have is one egregious murder, and you can change the name of your town.
Hey man, it was pretty egregious. Like, it was gross. It's gross, and like it's really sad, and I mean, I guess the like hint of what's the word? I guess the addition of, like, homosexuality and pedophilia in it is kind of just even more so disgusting, and that's why they were like, you know what, let's just change the name. They're like, not only were people murdered, but children were murdered. Not only were children murdered, they were, you know, that bad stuff.
Why were they called the chicken coop murders?
Oh, because he murdered them in a chicken coop. He lived on a farm.
Yeah, you can get away with a lot when you have a farm, man.
Yeah, I should say. I didn't live... So, these murders happened in a chicken coop on a big farm. Let me tell you. I mean, you can find out more about it if you want to know, like, the entire story. But the gist of it is... a man named Gordon Stewart Northcott and his cousin raped and murdered a bunch of kids in the chicken coop. But the cousin was kind of a victim of circumstance as well. So if you want to know more about it, like there's a lot of stuff on Wikipedia, and there was a movie made about it called Changeling with Angelina Jolie.
Wait, Changeling?
Yeah.
With Angelina Jolie?
Yeah. It's about one of the boys that was murdered.
Oh.
Oh, another big part of this whole scandal is that it was a scandal for the police as well, because they gave her the wrong kid.
They gave who the wrong kid? What?
Well, they gave Angelina Jolie.
They gave Angelina Jolie the wrong kid?
They did.
Oh, no.
Anyway. Okay, I'll give you the Sparks notes. The gist of it is, a man named Gordon Stewart Northcott and his cousin, who was a victim as well, killed and I think assumably raped a bunch of young boys in their farm's chicken coop. And so like a bunch of boys are going missing, and this kid, oh my god, I don't know how to tie in Angelina Jolie into this. That's the crime that he did. He killed a bunch of boys in his chicken coop.
Uh-huh. About how old were the boys? Like, how old are we talking?
Like, really young. I think the oldest one was like 10. Let me see. Yeah, because the cousin was like 15. And he was a lot older than the boys. Yeah. I think they were like...
So, like, preteens.
Yeah, like 5 years old to maybe 11.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so they were really young boys. Yeah. There was quite a few, too. I think there's only like 4 confirmed. Mm-hmm. But there was a bunch. He killed him in the chicken coop and hid him around his farm. And one of the victim's mother, played by Angelina Jolie, she like reported her son missing, and the police were like, "Oh, we found your son. Here he is." And it was not her son. And they were like, "Look, it looks just like him." She's like, "That's not my son, though."
It's like, I don't know this kid.
Yeah, and the police were like, "No, that's your son. You're crazy." And she's like, "I think I know who my son is." And they're like, "Nah." So, not only is it a stain on Eastville's history, it's yet another stain on the Los Angeles Police Department.
Yeah, I hear that they don't.
Yeah.
I hear a lot of criticism of the LA Police Department. When did this take place?
Yeah. This took place between 1926 and 1928.
Well, yeah.
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 You can round up a lot of little boys in 2 years.
Wow, you could get away with a lot of things in the 20s.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. In the 20s, on a ranch, with a 15-year-old helping you. Yeah, he would be like, yeah. Okay. But anyway, now we're just getting into the story. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, like, we're not true crime. Apparently, there's bad things. There's no good to come from true crime. But the point is, these terrible murders happen, and I lived on the property. Woo! Yeah, I lived on the property, and
the real estate agent didn't tell you it was haunted?
They did not.
They didn't disclose that?
Well, it was my mom's boyfriend's place, and we moved in with him. But apparently he knew nothing about it.
They didn't I feel like that's something you gotta disclose,
I feel like you should disclose that. But you know what it is? It's because it's not the property. Or it's not, I mean, it's the property, but it's not the house. Mm-hmm. The house was across the street.
Across the street?
Directly across the street. I mean, maybe that's doxing me, because you can find...
Yeah, but you don't live there anymore.
I don't live there anymore.
How old were you when you lived there? But you can find...
Oh, I was like just out of high school.
Ooh.
So...
You're very impressionable.
Yeah, like maybe just turned 18.
You were but a babe.
So I was but a baby. Yeah, I was really little. Not really little, but I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was fucking crazy in there. Like, again, like I said, I didn't really think anything of it because I was like, ooh, I'm super atheist and like ghosts don't exist. But
stupid,
no, man.
Idiot.
I know, I was stupid. No, seriously. Shit was stupid. There was so much shit. So, a little backstory about the house. It's a big house. There was a couple other people living there. We lived upstairs, which was newly renovated.
Mm-hmm.
Or, not newly, but like, it was renovated from the original. It used to be like 2 rooms upstairs, and then they made it into one big room. So me and my sister were in there. We shared a room.
Oh man, it's like one of those houses where like the landlord is just like, I'm just gonna rent out every square inch of this bitch.
Yeah, that landlord being my mom's boyfriend. Boy.
That is
it is one of those.
That's just how it is living in LA and being Hispanic, isn't it?
It really do be that way.
Kids.
Dude, there were some people across the street. Their house was funny. Like, they were
across
they were
the
Latino
street
people,
by
like,
the murder house?
No. The opposite side across the street.
Okay.
They had like their house was tacky as shit. It was the best.
Yeah.
Like, there was a bunch of like colored lights. They had like huge palm trees like in the front, and like statues, and it was like a terracotta color, and the lights were like purple and red, and it was so tacky. I loved it. It was funny as shit.
Man, that's gonna be my house. I want to have the tackiest house, bro.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, man, I don't care about
I love that shit.
Design.
Nah, man.
Says
I just want it to be cool.
I don't care about design, says the graphic designer.
Oh my goodness. But yeah. Anyway. So there was some... I mean, I don't know if I should use it as another thing. No, yeah. So we lived upstairs. Before us, there was, like a man and his dog.
Mm-hmm.
And according to my mom's boyfriend, that dog would not shut up ever. Which also leads me to believe that this dog saw the same shit that I saw. I was like, that dog knew. That dog knew.
Dogs
that
know,
dog was
dude.
like, fuck this. They're like, get me out of here.
This is some fucked up shit happening here, bro.
Yeah. What is this shit? But yeah, because since, like, from day one, I mean, I thought my sister was crazy because, like, she would see things every single night.
What kind of things would she see?
She would see, apparently this is a phenomenon, but she would see, like, a man wearing a hat hanging out in our room.
The Hat Man!
I know!
It's the Hat Man!
It's...
Oh, wait.
I'm a Hat Man! He made me scat myself for sure. No, I didn't even see it, which is why, like, which is why I was just like, nah, she's crazy. She's like, we're all crazy. Mm-hmm. She's starting to, like, influence me.
No, dude, like, those sorts of entities, like, show up in places that have, like, a lot of, like, negative energy, bro.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking.
And, like, how old was your sister?
How old was I? Oh, she was probably, like, 27, I think, at the time. Mm-hmm. We've got quite an age gap on us.
I like that.
But yeah, she would see, like, spooky shit at night. Like, she would just wake up in the middle of the night, and she would wake me up, and she'd be like, oh, there's someone right there. And I was like, bro, you're crazy.
Did you ever
There's
look?
nothing there. Go back to sleep. Nope. I was like... I think one time I did, and I didn't see anything, but I was like, bro, that's spooky. Stop it.
I ain't gonna start today.
No, she's like, there's a man, like, standing right there with this hat. And I'm like, no, there isn't. Go to sleep. And then she would see, like, green light, and I was like, fuck, we're getting abducted by aliens. I know!
Oh my god, my little brother would see green light.
Really?
Yeah.
But I didn't know that.
That was when he was a little kid, though, so I was just like, oh, it must be like some sort of like developmental thing, because sometimes like little kids just see shit.
Yeah.
But I remember like one time...
God. Maybe you have a ghost.
This was in like a new house. So like my family moved and we got like the big house. It was like 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. It was a nice house, but it was like we built it. Like my parents did like the whole thing where like they built a house in like this neighborhood, and it was like a mold of other houses, like all that sort of thing that was like happening like when like the housing bubble burst. And spoiler alert, the housing bubble bursted, so I don't have that house anymore. But they were basically doing all that, and like when we were like first settling in, my little brother would like cry and like tell me to wake up because like the room would be spinning, or he said he saw green or saw purple.
Yeah.
And like at some point, I guess
that's what my sister would do.
He was so afraid to like go down the hall to go to the bathroom that he would piss in a bucket.
Oh no.
And at one point he accidentally knocked over the piss bucket.
Oh no.
And I got so mad at him. I never forget.
Like, how dare you?
Yeah, dude. I got so mad at him. He was a little kid, though. He was in elementary school.
I don't know. Maybe it's something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what it was, but like she would see that. What was it? Yeah, one time like she saw something at the foot of the bed. And I was like, I ain't even gonna try to look. That sounds spooky.
Go back to bed.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm cool and atheist and I don't believe ghosts exist, but I don't want to look. Please go back to bed. So we'd see that. After a while we moved downstairs, but while we were living upstairs, we had 2 roommates, downstairs, and they would hear crying coming from upstairs as well.
Like a child's crying?
Yeah, they thought it was me.
They thought it was you?
They thought it was, I mean, it could have been me. But sometimes I was like, I was at school.
Oh no. And there weren't any...
like, yeah, I thought I heard you crying upstairs. And I was like, I was at school all day.
Oh no. Yeah, that's just the thing that happens sometimes. My parents have told me the same thing. They're just like, were you crying upstairs in the shower? I'm just like, I was chilling.
Oh, fuck you. That's scary. I don't like that. It was spooky. They would hear a lot of stuff. Like, I've never heard crying upstairs, but I definitely heard people, like, something walking around upstairs. And I was not upstairs. I was like, oh, it's an old house. It's fine. It's just creaking. It was not an old house. It was not an old house. That shit was made in like 2009.
Oh, no.
It's not an old house. I don't know what I was thinking, but like it was constant too. Like you didn't, like it got to a point where I was just like, yeah, the house is creaking. So like it sounds scary now, and I'm surprised that I wasn't scared at the time. But when it's happening, you're just like, oh yeah. The house creaks. The house sounds like someone is stomping upstairs. It's fine.
Time to make some spaghetti.
Yeah. I'm hungry. It's
like there's just wailing and crying upstairs, and you're just like, time to make some spaghetti.
Yeah. Trying to make some spaghetti. Oh. Yeah, so that was the creepy stuff that happened. Oh yeah, we would always see like, how do I explain it? There was the room upstairs, and then there was also, like, I guess kind of like a balcony. There was just more room upstairs that you can, like, walk around. We had our computer there. And there was a bathroom. And every time that or at least every time that I went inside the bathroom, the lights would all be on. It's, like, not even, like, spooky, scary dark. I'd like go into the bathroom, I'd turn on the light, I'd like do my hair or whatever, what I was doing. And then if I looked up in the mirror to the right, it's like, yeah, there was always something like peeking out the top of the stairs.
No.
Or just like I know. I was just like, as the light. There's always something peeking up on top of the stairs or something like standing in the corner.
No.
Yeah. The standing in the corner, I was like, nope, fuck you. I'm out of here. Like, I kept trying to maintain that I was cool and atheist and didn't believe in ghosts. But every time I would see or hear anything happening, I'd be like, nope, go away. Bye.
Poor 18-year-old Thotty.
Yeah. I mean, I heard somewhere that that's just the way to do it, is to just be like, nope, you go away. So maybe it was for the best that I was trying to be cool and an atheist at 18. But that was definitely spooky, especially now thinking back on it. No, even like at the time, that kind of stuff, like seeing the black things just like standing there was very scary and I didn't like it.
Oh no.
Yeah, there was a lot of things going on with like the upstairs and the stairs in general. So there was that. There was the thing like peeking up from the stairs. I don't know. I think there was something that just always peeked from the side of the stairs, because I would see it upstairs and then I'd be downstairs in the kitchen, and from the it was pretty big. From the kitchen you could see like yeah, how do you explain that? Like you can see the staircase, but there was like a wall. There was like a wall, and then the staircase ended just below, or just like next to that wall. And me and my sister, and then later in life I found out that also my mom would see something peek out as well. Like, I wish I could show you the like the motion, but like it was just a real quick like, hello, bye.
Yeah,
it was creepy.
That's always the thing, is that parents see it and then they just have to stay quiet about it.
Yeah, we would tell my mom like all this. We're like, after we lived there for what? I think we lived there for like 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah, the first couple years was like, it's fine, and then afterward, me and my sister were like, nah.
We gotta get out of here.
It's spooky up in here.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm still trying to be cool and atheist, but like, this is real freaky.
Oh god, you guys aren't Catholic. You couldn't get an exorcist.
We couldn't get an exorcist. We didn't even think of it.
You're too edgy and atheist.
We're too edgy and atheist. And my sister was like, she just started getting into crystals.
Oh no.
So she was like, nah. She's like, let's make friends with it. It's fine.
No. Don't.
Well,
don't make friends with it.
So we think there was 2 ghosts. The one that I'm describing right now with like the black figure and whatnot, that was the scary one. The other one, we theorized, was just a little boy. Because obviously after 4 years of living there, we figured out pretty early on that there was a murder that happened across the street on our property. Ugh. So we're like, oh, that's probably what it is.
Oh, when did you figure it out? Like, what was the breaking point where you're just like, we gotta Google this shit?
I don't know. It wasn't for me. My sister just like came up to me and was like, yo, our house is haunted. And I was like, how? She's like, look. And I was like, oh, shit. And it was funny because I love that movie. I was like, that happened here? What the fuck?
It's like
I was like, nah, you messing with me.
My favorite movie, Changeling, starring Angelina Jolie, happened here?
Yeah. I didn't know. I didn't remember that it was called Wineville.
Wow.
I know. I was also, I thought she was messing with me. I was like, you lie. You lie. Tell me the truth. And she's like, it is. And I was like, oh shit. Let me see what else. Oh yeah. So anyway, That's the bad ghost. That's the creepy ghost that woke us up, or woke my sister up in the middle of the night and was, like, peeking through shit. I didn't like that shit. But, like, it never, like, touched us or anything. So that might also be why we weren't like, hey, let's get out now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you never acknowledged it.
Yeah.
Enough to give it
if anything,
that sort of...
I was like, yo, fuck off.
Uh-huh.
Go away. You be gone.
Oh, did you, like, verbally tell them to go away? Or did you just ignore them?
I think I probably did both. I think in my head I was like, nope, bye.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I did, like, be like, nah, go away, be gone.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, probably. It was 4 years. Anyway, there was another ghost, we think, that we were very stupid with, because we named it.
No. Thotty, I told you.
Well, I didn't know you this back then.
Alright, so
We
you
were
gave
just
it
like,
you gave it a name.
We were like, yeah, we were stupid. We were like, oh, it's probably just a kid. What's his name? Bruno, for sure. Stupid.
Mm-mm.
Stupid. So yeah, we always referred to the little ghosts as Bruno. We're like, fucking Bruno did X, Y, and Z.
Mm-hmm.
But because they were pretty harmless, so we were like, oh yeah, totally. Let me see. I have a list of things that we think Bruno did.
Give us the list. What did Bruno do?
Dog. Favorite thing was that he would play with my hair. And by favorite thing, I mean it was creepy and I tried to ignore it, but I was like, there's something fucking touching my hair. There's something. I can feel it.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yep. And I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was the wind, but it definitely felt like something would touch my hair, like, a lot. And it was always in, like, no, not even in specific spots. Never mind. Like, I'd be sitting on a couch, and then something would play with my hair, and then I'd be going to sleep, and something was playing with my hair. Be standing around, making a sando, something's playing with my hair.
Making your spaghetti.
Yeah, making my spaghetti, and all of a sudden I feel like something, just like a, I don't know how to explain without blowing on the mic, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like a little flip.
Mm-hmm.
Like someone went behind you and was just like, flip.
I was trying to get your attention. Oh.
Yeah. It was spoopy.
Oh.
Did a lot of things like that. It was a lot of, like, I mean, harmless ultimately, but, like, it was a lot of, like, interacting with stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you moved her hair, and then, it seems that he would throw stuff off of shelves.
Bad.
Yeah.
Put it back.
I had a... And I say throw because they did not fall over. They fell off, like, out of the shelves. Like, they were, like, like a cat flipped them, you know? In my room, I had a picture of me and my sister, like, as young children. Mm-hmm. That thing fucking flew out.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I heard, like, pop! And I was like, what is that? And I looked down and it's the picture of me and my sister. And I'm like, oh.
It's
stop
out for
it.
you. Oh, no. That's a message.
Yeah, I know. They're like, hey, I don't know if it was like, hey, hide this kid, or like, hey, I'm trying to get that kid. I don't know. Maybe it was the other one. Again, I don't know. This is all speculation. Mm-hmm. Maybe it was nothing. Maybe it was the murderer that was actually playing with my hair, because I was a kid. Mm-hmm. And I should actually mention that it, like, only messed with me. Like, it would like, drop stuff, like, from shelves and stuff, but, like, I would be next to the shelf, usually. Mm-hmm.
So did your parents blame you?
No. They didn't think well, because I was an adult, technically, so they weren't like, oh, she's messing around with stuff. Mm-hmm. But I mean, like, I would be near it. Mm-hmm. Like, I'd be sitting in the living room, and something on the mantelpiece would fall over out of nowhere. Usually pictures. They were just like, boop, flip over. The the picture, like I said before. And one time, me, my sister, and my mom were standing like around the laundry room.
Mm-hmm.
And in the laundry room, we had like a pretty deep shelf where we had all the cleaning supplies. And the big, heavy Costco-sized bag of laundry jug of laundry detergent fell over from the back of the shelf.
No.
So we're like, oh, dope.
No.
Oh, dope.
No.
A lot of us, my mom was like, that makes absolutely no sense that happened. And my sister was like, fucking Bruno, stop it.
Stop it, Bruno.
Stop it. I know. And my mom was like, don't fucking say that. And she's like, nah, that's what it is.
Your mom was right, man. Don't fucking do that. This is powerful enough to move a jug, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, mind you, she was probably desensitized by all the fucking, like, shadow mans and green lights.
Ugh.
Which, actually, the shadow man and the green light stopped after we moved downstairs. It did not stop for me, though.
Oh,
it started for me.
Oh, no.
It started for me. Not the shadow man or anything. But, like, upstairs, I would just see things. And then downstairs, shit would touch my hair and shit would fall around me. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. One time. Another favorite thing. One of my favorite stories to tell people, quite honestly, because it's fun. But one time, I was sitting in the kitchen by myself, making sketty. Nobody else in the house. Absolutely nobody else in the house. It's about like 7 o'clock. I'm hanging out. I was watching YouTube videos. I had my headphones in. The YouTube video stops. I'm hanging out just with my headphones in my ear for no reason. Tell me why. Tell me why I hear from the living room over. We had 2 living rooms. There was one with the fireplace and one like at the entrance. Tell me why from the dark ass living room at the entrance I hear a very quick and very distinct. Actually, no. Next to my ear, I hear very, very quick and distinct. Yeah. Oh shit, my bad. I hear very distinct and very quick. Thotty. Bitch. No. I was like, oh, hell no. Nope. Nope. And nope.
Bad. You gave it
Bad.
You gave it a voice, man. You gave it a name. You
I
gave
did.
it a voice.
I really did. I made up a story for it. I gave it a voice. It said my fucking name.
It said your fucking name.
Like, who? Right next to my ear, in the direction of the dark ass living room. Ooh. I had a car at this time, so I was like, nope. And then I went outside to get food. I was like, I'm not hanging out in here. You know what? You know what? I'm cool and atheist, but you know what sounds really good right now? Carl's Jr. Let's go.
Carl's Jr. is really good. I would have gone to Burger King. It's cheaper.
There's no Burger King around me.
You don't have a Burger King in LA? Absolute dystopia. Disgusting. I hate LA.
No, it wasn't LA. It was Eastvale. Eastvale and, like, that area have, like, 2 Burger Kings. They're all next to a freeway.
I hate the greater LA area.
It's very bad.
No $1.49 chinkin nuggets.
No $1.49 chinkin nuggets, man. It really is dystopian.
I could drive down the street and get myself some chinkin nuggets. I don't realize how privileged I am.
You really are, man. There's Burger King, for whatever reason, is like, we don't have it. It's all like Wendy's and, well, I mean, which is not a bad thing. I love Wendy's. But Wendy's and McDonald's and Carl's Jr.
No Jack in the Boxes?
Excuse me. Very rarely, actually. At least at that time.
No Jack in the Boxes.
No, I didn't want any more surprises, man. Get that Jack in the Box away.
I fucking love Jack in the Box. What the hell? Anyways.
Don't you start. Don't you yell my name. How dare you? How dare you?
It's like, fuck you, I'm going to Carl's Jr.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I was kind of peckish anyway. You know what? Fuck this sandwich. I would like a big chicken sandwich. Thank you. Yeah, man, it was like, I don't know. It was like a bunch of weird things over the course, like things that you would get used to, and then random stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You just kind of, live in it. You're like, whatever, we in it.
Yeah, it's very easy
and
to just, like, be like, well, I'm living life. I can't move out. I just
like,
gotta deal with it.
Yeah, I was also, like, a kid, so I was like, well...
There's not much you could do.
Yeah. I was fighting with my mom a lot at that time, too. So, also, I'm like, shadow people. Bunch of negative energy going on. My mom and my sister were fighting, like, hella at the time. Yeah. So part of me thinks that maybe it was just a bunch of shadow people because of, like, the terrible thing that happened. And maybe not, like, an actual little boy. Mm-hmm. But I ain't never heard no shadow people saying my name.
Yeah, because you never saw, like, a full body apparition, did you?
No, okay. No. The only things that I would see were, like, the tall, shadowy figures. They were scary. I didn't like it. It was very bad. But yeah, that's my story. I have I don't want to dox anyone, but like, I do have a couple people that were, they're non-biased, and they agreed. A couple years later, I was working at a place nearby, and it turns out that my one of my old roommates from that house, her housemates, excuse me, was my boss. Yeah, or like she ended up coming in being a manager. And I was like, oh shit, that's so and so. And we were working for a little bit. I didn't know if she recognized me, but then she asked me about my cat that she really liked.
Aww. Yeah,
I know. Cat? She's like, yeah, I used to have a cat. I'll show you a picture.
Your cat never freaked out?
Well, he was a cat, so he hung out in my mom's boyfriend's room a lot. And he didn't really go upstairs, actually.
Oh, he knew.
Yeah, he didn't really, or like if he did, he wouldn't go inside of our room, like ever. He would just stand there. He was also kind of stupid, so.
Nice.
They say cats are smart, but I never met a smart one. Oh, but yeah, she asked me about my cat, and I was like, oh, you recognize me? And then we got to talking, and eventually I asked her, like, hey, did you ever hear anything? And she's like, boy. Yes, I did. Yeah, she's like, dog. Yes. She's like, I thought I was kind of crazy, but like, I definitely heard like pitter patter outside my room and like random shit. And I was like, oh my God. So definitely makes me feel less crazy.
Yeah.
Is that she confirmed later in life, my mom confirmed that she saw something. Those other roommates that I have, like, were the ones that heard crying upstairs. Could have been me. I was sad, but who knows? But sometimes I definitely was not me.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the entire time you were just like, that's just depression, baby.
It's just depression, baby. It's okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, man. It was spooky times. And then recently, the reason why it was even on my mind, what's it called? Wait, why was it on my mind?
Why
it's always on my mind. It's a fun story. It's a fun story, but I had also made a friend while working at that place that also likes spooky stuff, and she like introduced me to Two Girls One Ghost and all these spooky podcasts. And
now where is?
And I told her about it because I was like, "Dog, what do you think about this?" And she's like, "I don't know." We were talking about it, and so like I kind of just kept thinking about it because I had already moved out for like a year or two. And so I was like, you know what? I wonder if anyone else in that area experienced it. Turns out a girl down the street from my old house, had similar experiences.
Oh no.
I know. She doesn't really mention like anyone saying her name or like touching her hair or anything.
Ah, because she probably didn't give the ghost a name.
Oh yeah, you know what? That's probably what it is. She wasn't stupid like me and gave this fucking ghost a name and a personality.
That'll get you, kids.
That'll get you. Don't do that.
Don't.
I was lucky that I didn't get scratched the fuck up and haunted.
If you give an entity a name, you give it power, so don't do it.
I don't know. I thought it was a little kid.
Bro, there's probably
especially because
there's probably like some kid listening to this episode that's just like, fuck, I already named the ghost.
Ah, shit. Like, oh, you mean Tommy? Shit.
Ah, fuck.
Ah, Jesus.
I already named the ghost.
I don't know.
It's too late for me.
I mean, I'm alive. I'm not. I mean, I guess ghosts don't really kill people, but you know, I'm not scarred. I also didn't get possessed or like scratches, or I mean, I would get like weird scratches sometimes, but they weren't like the scratches that you hear about. You know how people usually get like the 3 scratches right around like all across their back? I didn't get that, but I did get like bruises and weird scratches constantly, and it wasn't from my cat because my cat was declawed. I didn't do it. Don't get mad at me. It was not my idea. I was a kid. Thank you very much. Don't declaw your cats.
Yeah, it's bad for them. We didn't know that then. I think that's like more recent information.
Yeah. Those poor babies.
Aww. Is that cat still alive?
No, he actually died recently.
Aww.
I know, he's a little baby, but he was really old, so he had a good life. He had a good run.
Oh man, thank you for sharing that story, man. That's spooky. I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
Yeah.
I might link that other lady's story if I can find it. It was like on a weird website.
A fucking GeoCities.
It really was. Like it was like, I don't know. It was like, oh, what's some, like, it was like a semi-travel-y kind of blog where they're like, what's some spooky things that you can do in Eastvale? And someone was like, I'll live at my house.
Check it out.
Check it out. I see a man with a hat and red eyes like every single day.
Red eyes bad.
Yeah, red eyes bad. Yeah, and I guess her family like had a lot of tension going on as well, and I was like, my family had a lot of tension going on as well. What the what?
Oh yeah, bad stuff always appears when there's like a lot of tension in a family.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That might have been what it was. Maybe that's why no one else is talking about it. But I'd like to think we were haunted by a little boy, because I don't know. It would do harmless like little boy shit, like touch my hair. It would touch my butt.
It would touch your butt.
It would touch my thighs. I just remembered. I would get pushed all the time.
Oh shit! No, you got touched in the butt and the thigh and got pushed. Oh no!
I got pushed. I forgot. See, I was like trying to write everything. I was trying to remember everything that happened, but it's been it was the span of 4 years, and it was like back in 2013.
Oh man,
it's been a while.
Being touched in the thighs seems to be such a common experience that I've heard, especially for like women. I don't know if guys get it. I don't know, you know, like the guys listening to the podcast, like, have you ever felt something touch your thigh or your butt or your balls? To go.
Did you get your donk sonked by a ghost?
No. I feel like if I was a ghost and I was a pervert, I would do that. But of course,
if you were a pervert?
If I was a pervert, yeah.
If? Because you're not. I'm like, oh, so we're just not perverts anymore? Okay.
We're just not degenerates anymore? But yeah, man, tell us in the comments section below if you've gotten sexually molested by a ghost.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, goodness.
We talk
That's
a little
probably
bit.
not a lot of people.
Yeah,
I would like to know if anyone else like lived in a haunted house or lives in Eastvale, maybe near that area. You can look up the address of the actual murder house. They say that it's not the same house, but it looks exactly like the old house. Mm-hmm. So apparently they tore it down, the original house, and built another one, but I don't understand why they would build one that looked exactly the same.
Yeah. What's the point?
But you can, yeah, I don't know. So maybe they're lying, maybe they're for true, and maybe because they're for true is why a bunch of ghosts are hanging out. Because that road like doesn't have any lights either, no. So it's like it's mad creepy at night. Mm-mm-mm. Like nothing ever happened while I was driving around at night in that area, but it would always feel like something would. I was like, something's gonna run across the street, or I don't. That's spooky. You can visit that house if you want to be an asshole, because someone lives there.
Oh, someone lives there?
Yeah, a lot of people live there actually. I tried to look up like stories of people that have lived there, and it seems that there's only like one weird YouTube video with like some girls inside the house and the what's it called, the cabinets are shaking. But that's debatable. I don't know if it's true.
Yeah, but that could be any house where the cabinets are shaking.
That could be any house. It could be any house. They said it was a chicken coop murder house, but yeah. I mean, I guess you can drive past it, but don't try to visit it because people live there. And they have signs up on their house that say, "Don't take pictures of my house, please."
Oh God! So it is a problem.
Yeah, it's well known enough that like true crime buffs will visit it, but
degenerates.
Yeah,
there's a lot of them.
Yeah, a little bit. I like true crime. Well, I mean, I don't like true crime, but I like hearing, I don't know, I like stories, man.
Yeah.
Ghost stories, murder stories.
I got opinions about that, but I think I'm gonna save my opinions for if we ever talk about, like, the Amityville murders.
I would love to talk about the Amityville murders.
Yeah, then, like, I'll fucking let it out then, because, like, I got some, like, really heated opinions about,
Fuck them up, Chibi.
About, like, true crime being seen as, like, entertainment. But I don't want to get into it. I have to go to bed afterwards. I don't want to go to bed angry.
Well, no, yeah, I see what you mean. I don't know. I like Changeling. It's not really about the murders as much as it is about police not doing their job. So I do like those. I do like that one a lot. But yeah, I would like to know if anyone else lived in a haunted house. Tell me about it. I don't know. Have you seen a fucking green light? What is that?
Yeah, what is that?
What the fuck is that? Do you see a man in a hat? What did he do? Did he stand at the foot of your bed?
Bro, speaking of the light, in that same house I was telling you about, like, I always have crucifixes in my room. Mm-hmm. And I remember, like, this one time I woke up and, like, there was just, like, a beam of light going down under the cross.
Bro.
Yeah, it was Jesus. Just, like, a perfect little line of light.
Oh, shit.
And, like, there weren't, like, I didn't think there were like any windows or any like light source that would like make it do that, but I was just like, I'm going back to bed.
I'm sleepy. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's Jesus. Maybe that's not something to be scared about. Scary?
I don't know.
Scared about.
I don't know, because it's like demons and entities and stuff, like they like to make like a mockery of like religious symbols, which is why you get like the 3 scratches, because it's like the Holy Trinity.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. What?
For real.
I didn't know about this lore.
I guess they had to do that because they're just like, we can't turn it upside down because this bitch is Catholic and she knows that's the different cross
she
the
knows
Pope
what that is,
has on top of his fucking big chair because of the story. I'm not gonna go into that. I didn't do any research. I don't know the names. All I know is that there was a disciple of, like, Jesus Christ who was also going to get crucified. And
and he crucified himself upside down.
Yeah, because he's just like, I can't do that, man.
What's his name? John?
I don't remember.
John Baptiste?
They're all John.
They're all John.
Hold on, let me
John
Google
the
it. Let me Google it
John
real
the
quick
30th.
for, like, our listeners who are hearing this for the first time. Yeah. It's St. Peter's cross.
There you go, St. Peter's.
Yeah, it's an inverted cross traditionally used as a Christian symbol, but in recent times also used as an anti-Christian symbol. In Christianity, it's associated with the I don't know how to say, martyrdom of Peter the Apostle. So yeah, Peter died for his beliefs, and when he was being crucified, he wanted to be crucified upside down.
Oh.
So yeah. I mean, I would have still thought it was spooky, but I mean, I also know that shit, so... I was like, this bitch is...
Shit. I was wrong.
What?
I forgot. It's Miraloma, not Eastvale. Eastvale is the city on the cusp of that.
Now we gotta do the episode all over again.
Shit, now we gotta do it all over again. I'm just gonna go into Audacity and go Miraloma.
Miraloma.
Text to speech.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Did the wrong one.
So yeah,
I think the whole city is haunted though, man. Like, when I was working at the place that I was working at where I met all my friends and my old roommate was now my boss.
Mm-hmm.
We would close and like do overnight shifts, and my lead, also a manager, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
She swore that the store was haunted. Because, like, the cameras would freak out and, like, lights would turn off and she would hear stuff all around. And I'm like, oh, shit.
Bad.
Maybe the whole thing is haunted. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Whole thing is haunted. There was, like, someone who just was dead, slouched over in front of the fucking Little Caesars Wingstop.
What? Is that real?
Yeah. No, that is 100% real.
Okay, well, that happened to, like, an establishment I worked at, too. Like, a girl
Really?
committed suicide in, like, the parking lot there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so since that happened, like, Walmart has changed its policy about, like, overnight parking. Which sucks, because for, like, a lot of people, like, Walmart is, like, a well-lit place. Like, anyone who's RVing or homeless, like, they could sleep in their car and feel safe, but, like, because of this incident, like, they won't allow it anymore. Like, you have to
That kind of sucks.
You have to move in the morning. They don't allow boondockers anymore.
Dang it. There's still some in the area that I used to live at. I don't know.
Yeah.
And that kind of sucks. I think I remember my boyfriend telling me about that.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't know. It sucks. Sorry. But, here we are. Yeah. It's right here. If you just look up, Eastville, dead man on a bench. The first, the first thing that comes up is a Riverside County news source.
Wow.
And it tells you the whole story. Yeah, they were found in front of, what's it called? I guess it was the Wingstop, but I keep saying the Little Caesars because that's all I remember that was there. He's just on a bench. I don't know what happened to him. I don't think they killed himself. Or he killed himself. I think, like, he had a heart attack or someone killed him or something.
So you don't know what the story is, just that he was dead?
Yeah. I only know the story because I lived there, and my coworkers were like, "Did you hear that there was someone dead across the street?" And I'm like, "What?"
Yeah. I mean, when that person died in the parking lot, that was also, like, big news.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I would have never heard about it. But there's, like, another establishment in my town that is, like, absolutely haunted. And so, in my town, it's a nice town. I really like living there. Everything is, like, super close together. But, like, apparently, and they acknowledged this, like, last week, there used to be a Japanese internment camp.
Oh, shit.
So, like, there's this other establishment. I'm not gonna name it, but it's, like, a big box store.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I know some people that work there, and they all have, like, these stories where it's, like, they'd be working their shift, and then, like, they'd, like, it's, like, that same thing where it's, like, they'd look at, like, the corner of their eyes, and there was, like, something peeking at them and then disappearing.
Yeah. And,
like, a couple of them said that they would see, like, a child, like, crouching. Because, like, in the back, we have, like, the stock rooms. And so there would be, like, a child, like, sitting there. And they always said that when they would see an apparition, they were of Asian descent.
Oh, shit.
So, honestly, I think when, like, something traumatic happens like that, like, it does, that energy never goes away.
Yeah. I have to agree. That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's, like, the county, like, that's not the other week. I think it was on, like, Monday. On President's Day, they, like, issued an apology to, like, all the Asian Americans.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean...
So, like, now I know it's real, because it was always, like, a rumor. It's like, hey, did you know this place here used to be, like, a Japanese internment camp? And then people would be like, nah, that's not real. But, like, it's true.
And it's true?
It's true.
Oh, shit. That's like people being like, hey, do you know that, like, some girl fucking died here? It's like, oh, shit, maybe it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but...
Yeah.
Dang, no wonder your town has the most crime per capita. It's haunted. It's cursed. It's cursed.
Yeah, my town's cursed.
Oh, goodness. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know more about this. Genuinely, though. Please, give us comments. I want to hear about other people's stories.
Yeah,
I want to know.
Did your town house a Japanese internment camp like mine
did? Yeah.
Write it down the comment section below.
Please do, like, urban legends and like your own haunted houses or like something touching your butt. Like, please, I want to know.
Especially the butt touches.
Especially the butt touching. I want to know what that is.
Yeah, what the heck is up with that?
Maybe, I mean, maybe it was because it was a little boy. He's like horny beyond. Well, okay, I'm sorry. It's a true crime. I can't be saying that kind of shit. But I mean, he never got to touch a butt, probably. I was an adult butt, you know? It was a lady butt.
Oh, man.
It's like, there's nothing she can do? Bap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe that's why true crime sucks. It's like, well, it's all fun and games when we don't know if the thing is real. In this case, we know that those children were real.
Maybe it was a different ghost child.
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't think so.
There was... man. That, what's it called? That case is a case against the LAPD, man. Because, there was a young Mexican boy, that was among the victims. I think he got, like, decapitated or something.
No.
But I know, he's little. And they never gave him a name. They were just like, the Latin boy. Or the Mexican boy. He never got a name. We know the name of Angelina Jolie's kid.
Oh my god.
But they were like, this Mexican child, he doesn't matter, it's fine. I was like, man, fucking 1920s and the cops, y'all suck.
LA.
Oh,
man.
Yeah.
Gotta
Mostly
have another
the LA part.
Zoot suit riot.
A zoot suit riot.
Yeah, I don't know if that took place in LA or not.
I don't know either. I don't know my own history.
Yeah.
I've only been here for like a couple months.
Yeah, there was a zoot suit riot at some point. You know, like the funny suits?
Yeah, I know what the funny suits are. I've never heard of that before.
I'd have to research it. College was a long time ago. I don't remember.
I feel it. My boyfriend today was like, what was it? I don't know. He mentioned a book. And I was like, what's that from? And he's like, this book. I was like, I've never heard of that. He's like, oh, it was required reading in my high school. And I was like, fuck you.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
I've never read a book in my life.
Damn, zoot suits are weird. I'm looking at, I looked it up and it's just a bunch of pictures of people in funny outfits. But they didn't tell me what it is.
Yeah, I like it. I used to think for my quinceañera that I wanted, like, zoot suits. But then I never had a quinceañera. So I spared myself the cringe.
There you go. You wanted to wear a zoot suit. Oh. Were a series of conflicts, the United States who pitted American servicemen stationed in Southern California against Mexican-American youths. Oh shit, so it's our history? Oh fuck. I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, man, you want to tell the class what you just read?
Oh, sorry. This says, I'm on Wikipedia. It says, the Zoot Suit riots were a series of conflicts on June 3rd to June 8th, 1943. In Los Angeles, California, United States, which pitted American servicemen stationed in Southern California against Mexican-American youths who were residents of the city. It was one of the dozen wartime industrial cities that suffered race-related riots in the summer of 1943, along with Mobile, Alabama. That's not a town name. Beaumont, Texas, and Detroit, Michigan, and New York City. So there's a bunch of, let me see.
That's the only thing I remember from, like, Chicano history class, TBH.
Ah, here we go. American servicemen and white Angelinos attacked and stripped children, teenagers, and youths who wore zoot suits. Ostensibly because they considered the outfits, which were made from a lot of fabric, to be unpatriotic during World War II. Man, fuck you guys. I'll wear what I want to wear. Boy! It's unpatriotic to wear a lot of Shut up! This is America. I do what I want.
Yeah, man. What the fuck?
What do you mean? It's the most patriotic thing to do whatever the fuck you want to do in America.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is Chicano. Okay, I didn't know that. I don't know why I thought people who wore zoot suits were just, like, funny white people.
No, it's like
I don't know my history, okay? I didn't know. What was this? I didn't know Vermont was a state.
She didn't know Vermont was a state.
I'm stupid, I'm sorry.
It's okay, I'm stupid with you, it's fine.
Oh.
Together we make one complete brain.
There you go.
Yeah.
We feed off of each other. You're like, oh yeah, I have this random bit of Chicano history. And I'm like, oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, we each fill in the gaps for each other.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Well, that doesn't have anything to do with being haunted.
No, it doesn't. I mean, it was in Los Angeles.
Ah, man, bunch of fucked up shit happens in Los Angeles. God damn.
Dude. Yeah, Los Angeles County, it's like... They're like, oh, a famous murder. I'm like, which one? There's hundreds of thousands. That's what I'm saying. Milwaukee should have changed their name like a long time ago.
Oh man.
There's so many freaking serial killers that came from Milwaukee.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anyways,
At the very least 2.
if you live in the
Milwaukee.
hellhole that is the greater LA area, it's okay. Thotty is also living in that nightmare.
What crimes have you seen? Oh.
I've never seen a single crime in my life. I live in the nice side of my crimes per capital town.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, everyone's always just like, I don't want to go there because then bad things will happen. And I'm just like, I live in the nice side. I've never seen.
I know. I always think that's funny. What was it? I didn't even know that it was a bad area. Like that town was like considered bad until you guys told me.
It's super nice, right? My town.
I had a great time. I was like, I'll go outside at night. I don't care.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Andrew. Oh shoot.
There's a lot of restaurants. There's a Japanese arcade. Like I love. Dude, I fucking love
that Japanese arcade.
Yeah.
Ooh, my boyfriend would be like, "Oh, I want to do something, but like, I don't know if you want to go." And I'm like, "Oh, bro, I'll just walk all the way to Chibi's house. I don't even care."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, don't do it."
I'll let you stay. I have a nice house.
Yeah. Sorry, what I'm trying to say is that I will walk around that place at like 2:00 in the morning and not feel an ounce of fear.
Nah, man. Like, it is dangerous, but, like, I ain't never seen anything. I live in the nice side of town.
That's what I'm saying. They're like, oh, yeah, a girl, like, was murdered at the Walmart right there across the street. And I'm like, I don't believe that.
She wasn't murdered.
Nah, she killed her damn self.
Yeah.
Like, it was the wind. It was a freak accident.
I don't think that's how it happened. We gotta edit that out.
I'm gonna get some boba.
I don't like that. Yeah, we got lots of boba restaurants. But yeah.
God, that's funny. I live in a rough neighborhood now, and I'm like, oh, I can't go anywhere. I'm like, oh, jeez. I mean, during the day it's fine, but like, as is the status quo of LA.
Mm-hmm.
The second the sun goes down, all the homeless people are out and like acting crazy. So I'm like, oh, I'm scared. I mean, I don't know why I'm scared of homeless people. Like, what are they gonna do? Not a damn thing.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't got
the
money
homeless
for food.
people here are like pretty harmless. We get a lot of backpackers. I don't like backpackers, but like there's a lot of thankfully there's like a lot of churches and like independent like charities that do a lot of work for like homeless people in this area.
That's good.
Guess like
I wish there was more of that in LA.
Yeah, it's like pretty liberal, but that's all like independent like charities and stuff. Like the state isn't doing anything about it.
Yeah, of course not.
Yeah.
They're like, we gotta have the homeless out there to make you remember that you have to bend over backwards for your boss so you don't become one of them. Hot take.
Hot take.
Hot take.
That's the way to control you guys. Wake up,
It's
sheeple.
designed. It's designed. They don't need to be homeless. It's not their fault. People do it to them.
But yeah, I think that marks around the end of the episode.
Yeah. Like I was talking about a haunted home, and now I'm talking about homeless. The lack of home.
Oh man. But anyways, if are we gonna have a speed draw for this episode?
Maybe I can think of something.
Yeah, we might have. I hope you enjoyed that speed draw. You could always follow us on Twitter and Instagram at haunts_r_us and on Tumblr haunts-r-us. I put them separately because then it just spells HauntsRUs. I didn't like that. I gotta have the dash and the underscore and make things difficult for myself.
Yeah, man. Email us. Let us know. Send us
HauntsRUs@gmail.com.
Send us pictures of your ghosts.
No, I'm scared. Tell us about your haunted house. Did something happen? Did you name your ghost?
Don't do it.
Well, if you've already named your ghost, comment in the section below what its name is, and we'll pray for you. I mean, I'll pray. This one over here is an edgy atheist. So.
I'm not an edgy atheist anymore. I believe in ghosts. I'm like, no, man. I got haunted. I almost died.
Yeah, I think the next episode we'll have Gato back because she doesn't have any Wi-Fi.
Get this girl some Wi-Fi.
Get this girl some Wi-Fi, please.
Someone please.
We miss her.
I want to hear about... Oh, she could have touched... Or talked about the ghost that touched her butt.
Gato be hella getting touched by a ghost in the butt.
She really do. She really do.
She really do. So thank you for joining us on this episode of HauntsRUs, and we hope you'll join us for the next episode. And then the theme plays.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.